So I teach dozens of golfers each week. What do you think the number one flaw that I see is? Stop the video, leave it down in the comments. What do you think the most common flaw for the average golfer or golfers trying to improve is? Leave your answer down below. Press play again and keep watching. Hey, this is Steve with HitItLonger.com. I continue my journey to hit the ball longer and straighter than I ever have before. I hope to show you too. So by far the number one, the answer, see if you're right or not, is standing up or losing posture. And this really prevents golfers from ever improving a ton. So let's get into how we're going to keep the posture. So most of my students, they'll give me a big groan when I've got to bring the chair in. They know that there's hard work ahead. When I pull the chair in behind them and say, we need to work on this feel a little bit more. We're going to use the chair or this part of the chair, and we're going to call it zero. We're going to call it zero. So if you wanted to measure what your rump is doing, what you do is you'd put the camera on this line and measure it from here. That way the camera angle doesn't make it look like you're doing something different. So you got to move the camera. Normally I'd put it on the hand path. I move it over to the butt line, and you might line your butt up with something in the distance, like a yardage sign or a tree or something, and take a video and see what you're doing. So the average person that I work with generally comes off the wall right in the backswing. They lose a couple inches there, and then they lose even more as they go through the ball. So I would say my average student comes off 1 to 2 inches on the backswing, and then 1 to 3 more inches on the downswing. In fact, I have one student, when he came to me, he looked like this at impact, believe it or not. I mean, he was like he was trying to go over a high jump bar. He had his back arched. Now imagine trying to hit the ball like that. Now, I'll bet if you put on a graph, since the average guy on TV, your favorite pros, are actually going about 1 inch backwards, or you could say increasing the butt back bow angle like this, you could almost put on a graph, handicap relative to inches off the chair. This is what I see. The more inches that you push off this chair and therefore have to stand up and lose posture, the worse golfer you are in general. Now I know there's probably some exceptions. It's not a perfect line of best fit. Well, from your perspective this way, there's going to be some plots off of that line all around. How are we going to do this now? We defined what do the pros do, what does the average golfer tend to do, how to film it, measure it. First of all, pull out a club where you feel like it doesn't matter if you can just swing very gently. I've got a 9-iron here. You might have to go to a 60-degree sand wedge to keep yourself down slow enough. Most golfers simply do not practice swinging, drilling slow enough. So first you'll do this without a ball. Now, for most of you, you can even do it without a club. A wall is okay, a chair's better. Nice heavy chair. For a lot of you out there, you'll probably need to practice lifting this chair just slightly on the way back, like this. Gradually. See, I'm lifting the leg off the ground about a half an inch or so. I need to overdo it a little bit. I'm going to add correct plus extra, certain percent this way. This way. That's to counter on the backswing of you losing the posture right away. It'll help you. If you can get the backswing and be in position, it makes what you're trying to do on the downswing a million times easier. And don't worry, I'm going to show you this from a couple more camera angles coming up, so don't panic. Now, if you're working on the backswing, you've found through video that you're coming off and standing up on the backswing. I would do a whole bunch of these. Lift the chair. Lift the chair. You almost feel like you have to bow a little bit while your right butt cheek goes and lifts the chair this way. And that's fine to feel. What I would do next is I would move slightly off the chair, and then I would see if I could go find it. So now if I'm half an inch off, now I have to do the same move just to touch the chair. So see how I'm doing this without a club or a ball, and I'm just practicing motion with subtle exaggeration. Notice I'm kind of dipping, actually. As my butt goes back, my head goes down and forward, and now I've increased the hip flexion. I've got kind of more of a 40-degree angle rather than a 30-degree angle at the hips, and that's going to help to counter what you're doing in the backswing. Once you're at the range, or maybe you've got a net at home, maybe you've got some foam golf balls you can chip with. You really only got a chip here. Watch this. Lift the chair like that. Lift the chair. Go really slow and gentle. And lift the chair. Don't have to hit them good. I hit that way off the toe and thin. My focus is not down at the ball. My focus is back here. Make up all the funny lines, Joker. Make up all the funny lines you want about that. But I'm focusing, lifting the chair. Lift the chair. That's a little better of a strike. The strike doesn't matter. What I found is, if you're trying to change something, you're trying to modify your swing for the better, there's three variables at play, and you only get to have two of them at best. Number one is form. So I'm trying to swing with better form. Number two is speed. Number three is contact. So if you want speed and contact, you're not going to change your form. You have to go back to your old swing that provides the most speed and contact. You could have good form and speed. Your contact, you'll whiff, you'll shank it, you'll do everything. Now, if that bothers you, then you need to slow it down so you can hit the ball more correctly. You can strike it, get some confidence from hearing that sweet spot, feeling that sweet spot, and not shanking it and topping it. People can lose a lot of confidence practicing like that. So it depends on your personality. How frustrated do you get? If you were to shank 5 or 6 in a row, shank it, top it, shank it, top it, shank it, top it, are you going to hang in there with this technique? Or are you going to get frustrated? You're going to start slamming your club? Make sure you film yourself that you're doing the right technique. And if you are struggling with contact, my goodness, if you had to go all the way down to 5 yards to do this, watch, lift the chair. There, I chipped that 15 yards. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for considering these ideas. Want to become the real deal? Get your handicap to single digits, lower, below zero, finally. If you're a bad golfer, start being a decent golfer. This is where you should put your time and effort into. I hope that you got something good out of this. If you did, leave a comment down below. If you have any questions, head over to my website, hititlonger.com, for lots more videos and articles that I'm sure are going to help your golf game. And if I don't see you in the next video, I hope I see you longer and straighter down the fairway. Everybody, take care.